Shalom. This is a Sharbine Charlotte out of Lansdowne Camp, located here, Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to praise and glory to the Father and the Son, in the perpetuity Hebrew tongue. Call, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Abishai, Ba'ashem, Hawa, Kak, Wadash, Ma'amah. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Double honors to our apostle down here in the Lansdowne Camp, a hard one by Shirala. Peace and blessing 1/3. And salutations to the whole for elect. Just like you. It's going to be a quick lesson, just going on, a simple statement or a simple duty that we must do. It's just basically stand for the Lord and to your feet now. Stand to your feet now, because of course this what we have a shot said, this burden is light, man. I get it. This is Matthew chapter 11. I'm gonna give verse 28. It says, Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and I will learn and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart. You shall find rest unto your souls. All right. So this is for the 1/3 of the nation Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and of course our people that like the other nations that still bloodline go back to the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 29 once again says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart." For the ones that are low in this world, I use 1/3 of our people in hope for elect. Your average Joes. That's what the Lord is calling. Not many noble, not many mighty, not many wise. Not many rich are going to be called to this. So he on average he's gonna call to the average Joe, the one that are afflicted, the one that's crying out to him, or the ones that see that our people are afflicted just as much as they are, and want a change coming. Only change is to change, and try to wake up the hope for elect. Verse 30 says, "For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." So come, man, it is something we must do to stand for the Lord until our feet are numb. Stand until your feet numb. Because it says, "For my yoke is easy, my burden is light." This truth is a blessing. To have it, it is a powerful sword, and and ultimately we become the Lord's threshing instrument, man. And so with this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, we know exactly what's going on. Just like it's prophecy. The Lord is given to His prophets to understand what's going on, and of course they're on the highways and byways, week in and week out, season in, season out. The apostles, down here, any sincere brothers that are out here on the four corners, at least going to apostle the heart and a great millstone. Anyone that has a correct doctrine, those are the ones that's giving out the real news, the real proper vibration. The real prophecies that's going to happen, and that's happening currently. And more and more is going to unfold. Those are going to be the men that are going to tell everybody what's happening. Then of course, what's going to happen? It's going to happen. The Lord said it already. We're been the Lord mouthpiece. So that's an important responsibility, and it's a blessing. On top of that, you get a reward for that for your steadfastness. For standing for the Lord. Having this blessing and knowing that He truly loves us, but more so in salvation. Getting saved from this upcoming destruction of the thermonuclear missiles. All right. So verse 30 once again, "For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." So come, man, you got to stand for the Lord to your feet. Now that's the least of your worries. Honestly, man, the Lord got us. Is the stuff that's going to happen is going to be crazy as a mug. Like everything that's going on is crazy. It's very surreal that who in the world, Esau, man, the so-called Caucasian race, and you see how they run it. Nobody is in an uproar that like them ephiles, that those the people that run the earth. That's the world was given to the hands of the wicked, man, and we've seen it. And guess what's still happening? The earth is still in the hands of the wicked right now, because it's not time yet. It's going to be time very soon. Once the Lord, once these countries and ultimately through the Lord push more and more agendas. Well, I'm gonna keep going though. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2 verse 47. It says, "So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So these are for the 144,000 elect men at the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord will part that number in for the 1/3. The Lord is going to commend them that stand stiffly for His name, man. The ones that didn't want to go against it, that didn't want to mock His name, man. Just like with Daniel, he a prophet ultimately, that didn't want to get seen eating pork. He had a good rapport, man. So he didn't want to be seen eating pork, even though he was eating post. So nonetheless, you have to do the same thing, because that's our big brother, that's our king, that's coming back. Revelation 1:7, He's not coming with how he came last year. He is coming with healing in his wings, but he also coming with a sickle first. He also coming with penance, because 2/3 of our people in these heathens run this earth. All right, and 2/3 of our people are great jesters, and they make sure that our people are even more afflicted. You got these broke wrists, you got Eve, you got these golems, these goons, the ninjas, to these jesters that their whole life is just a facade, and it's a spectacle, yada yada, so on and so forth. So stand for the Lord, and you're gonna be standing for the right thing ultimately. This is 2 Samuel chapter 23. I'm gonna start at verse 9 says, and after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Elohite, one of the 3 mighty men with David. When they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away, he arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary. So this is physical. It's one of the mighty men, our spiritual powers. One of David's mighty men. But it says, in his hand clave unto the sword, and the Lord wrote a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. Nonetheless, this is a physical thing that actually happened. Physical, but it's just happening spiritually. Ultimately, for 1/3 of our people and hopeful elect, this is our duty to hold that sword. This truth, this Bible that we have for the men of the Lord. Hold this sword to death, to death till you part, man. Then you got to be able to die for the Lord. I mean, he did the same thing for us. He did it for not only us, us. He did it for the world, the small orderly arrangement of stars, the Oinkley, man. Not the whole world, not the earth, not all these heathens in there. He did it for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And spoke about it. He didn't do it for Esau. He didn't do it for Japheth. He didn't do it for Moab or Ham. He did it for Israel. Yasharallah, he is the Prince of Power. So we got to respect that, know that we have a responsibility and we have a power that's on our side. We should be on his side as well. If we love him, he's going to love us back. So we got to stand for him, man. Stand for something, or he's going to fall for anything, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. So just going to the fact that, the mighty man, David, he clave to a sword, but of course it's spiritual. It's spiritual now, man. If we had those type of powers to, slay 800 Hamites or 800 Edomites right now, we'll be tyrants, just like we were in the beginning. That's why we have this truth. Through the foolishness of preaching shall we be saved, man. So doing the same thing that Yahushua did 2,000 years ago. What got Yahushua crucified, thrown in jail, got his beard ripped out, what he got him, whipped, everything. Had 2/3 of people turn against him. We're doing the same thing he did. We're gonna have to rehearse his righteous acts, just like the days of old. Going on the highways and byways, which is the main streets of concourse, a park, a market, of anything, a whole bunch of people, as long as you're doing it legally. Go out there and tell our people what's going on really in this world. Tell about the true name of the Father, which is Yahweh, and the Son name, which is Yahweh Shai. Tell about, who we really are, man. Tell about who the devils of this world, who the rulers of the world by wickedness. Esau, the Caucasian race, So everything to spill all the beans. And then by doing that, the Lord gonna come back because the elect have to be sealed. And once the elect get woken up, man, it's on, man. Jacob's trouble, And then of course that mark has to be pushed. That's gonna be a signal for the Most High. So we close to getting out here, What the point is. That's why you should be standing for the Lord until death till you part. We got our wife Sophia, we got our wisdom, we got a book, we got this truth. We gotta use it until forever, man. The Lord is not slack concerning His promise. We gotta use His mug, man. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11 says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." So yeah, man. That's the requirements. You have to put on the whole armor of Yahweh, man. You can't just go out. You can't just go out in this world, slap naked. And you definitely can't stand. And you can't be in the spirit if you slap naked either. You gotta have some type of covering. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto the Most High. So they have no covering. They have this word as a cloak, but it's a cloak of maliciousness, and it's not fully. It's not equipped, because when the Most High pull up, it's what is foolishness. It ain't nothing to him. The most foolish thing that Yahweh has is more smarter than anything that we got. That's how the Lord works, man. He's way more powerful. He's everything that has happened is orchestrated by the Most High, and it had to be how it be. We got to be able to get the kingdom, because we have to actually love the Most High. You can't just be giving it. You got to earn it. So this is what this is about, man. Loving the Most High. Enduring to the end, showing that we're faithful, man. He's giving us mercy. This is mercy right here, to be able to fight. Imagine not being able to fight. Imagine Esau had in slavery forever. Say we had a hardcore bondage slavery forever. We don't got no fight in us. That's torture. That's hell. That's And right now it's more mental. It's still physical, because the same stuff is happening, but it's just not. No one cares no more, because everyone thinks we're free. We have a losing of freedom. We're not as bad, of course, as other places in the world or how it wasn't back then, but it's even worse because Esau is equipped with more wickedness. His nuclear destruction is to cause famines, to make the cloud seed, to make diseases, to do everything. So this is what Esau's doing with his time. He's only doing wickedness, And the Lord got to expunge that. Well, the only way He know how, one of the best ways is making the righteous stand bold like a lion and rule the kingdom of Israel, and of course eradication of this pest Esau. So that's why you got to stand fast. We part of Yasharallah. He's a prince of power. We have a power on our side. We got to use it. You got to use His strength that the Lord's given us, and keep pushing. This is Isaiah chapter 40:8. It says, "The grass wherewith the flower fadeth, but the word of Yahweh shall stand forever." So, we're in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, man. We are His mouthpieces. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal; they're spiritual. So we're doing everything with the spirit. It's a spiritual battle right now. We can't do nothing physically. That's over with. Well, it's not over with. It's over for now until the Lord puts more stuff. Until the Lord allow this economy to collapse, which is how everything is on its how everything is standing up right now. Look at how much stuff is glorified. All the wickedness of Babylon is how much stuff is glorified, man. You broke wrist, man. He even is basically above Jake, man. But no, it is, man. And not physically, of course. You can You can probably lay hands on them, but they don't get nothing. But you get the penalty. You gonna stop where you're living, you know, or you're gonna be, I don't know, castrated. Who knows, you know? So it's no way out of here physically. It's only way out of here spiritually through this truth, you know. So it says the word of Yahweh shall stand forever. So you got to find use the word of the Most High, man. It's mightier, you know. It's mighty, you know, sharper than a two-edged sword, you know. And that's what the Lord is using. That's what the Lord is using to wake up the elect. His words. So we're gonna keep keep using that. That's the best thing to use, man. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord, man. So once again, man, you have to be steadfast and unmovable. We have the strongest thing in the universe right now on our side, our big brother, our king, the stone that the builder refused, you know, our cornerstone, a strong rock, Yahweh. Knowing that we're working through him, we're working through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai. We have to be that same way, unmovable, you know. Once again, like the words not warped, not carnal, or not carnal. What's the one? No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Weapons will be formed against Israel. Of course, they always being formed, but it's not prosper for the elect. Esau got Gerger troops, man. Esau got military. Esau got nukes. You know, he's willing to use all that. He's been everything on the line right now. He puts his NWO. He puts, you know, everything that Esau got planned. You know, he's like he's a maniacal, malicious villain that gotta be stopped. The only way you can stop it is spiritually. Is calling on our Father Yahweh, crying out to him, our Father, to get this dude out of here. Get him out of here. Get Yahweh shot with a sickle, pull him off the stage like Sandman. That's what we're fighting for righteousness to be a supreme, to be across the earth, across the universe, you know, and for that to be the main hierarchy, man, for Yahweh Shai to be even more of a witness, to be glorified, man, for his name to be holy. I mean, for everyone to call it, because it's already holy, it's already set apart. Only his men are calling out there right now. And with truth and sincerity. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm gonna keep going with this. Actually, that was it, man. Shoot. Yeah, that my last precept for that, man. But yeah, ultimately, it's going to the lesson. You know, standing to your feet or numb. That is a light burden. It's an easy yoke. We knowing that, hey, Esau can destroy our body, but you know, the person that made our body can destroy the body and the soul in hell. In this place right here, you know, he can do that to Esau. He can do that to two of our people. He will do that to two of our people. So to not have that as a punishment, you know, knowing all, you know, it's high stakes right now. Knowing that, you know, Esau will, you know, trying to combat that, trying to combat the truth. And he can't do nothing about it. They gonna try. But knowing that these Ger's troops, knowing, I mean, Esau is the devil, man. Knowing that the ruler of this world is soon coming against the Lord, you know, of course physically as well. In Revelation, man, you gonna try to with his Space Force jet trying to attack the angels. I ain't gonna do nothing. It's not Independence Day. There's no Edomite savior this time. Just like all the movies that they made, Edomite savior is always prevalent. Nah, that's not how it's gonna go. It is gonna be someone that's pure, that's virgin, that's virgin white, you know, and meaning in a allegorically white, you know, meaning pure, a virgin, you know, without spot, without blemish. dang, I can't even say the word, allegorically. But nonetheless, yeah, stand for the Lord till your feet are numb, stand fast, be unmovable, because our brother was unmovable. You gotta be just like him, you know? That's the best, that's the biggest role model, is someone you should want to be like, you know? And the Lord does love his people. He have mercy on his people. Love him even more and more and more until death we two apart, man. We don't want to be there, but just knowing that, you know, that it can't be that way. But nonetheless, that you're gonna be that you can still be saved. You can get salvation, you know. And the Lord wants us to have that. The Lord wants us to be great. You just got to prove it. You know, we got to earn it, you know. But Lord willing, was the edifying little lesson. And with that, I'd like to say shalom.